Hello and welcome to another Appetite for Distraction this week featuring Android.
Way! We finally pulled our finger out and got a working Android device. Aren't we clever?
Well, as best as we could anyway. It's a little jerry-rigged, but it's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to look at some iOS stuff first. So first up, guess what kind of game we're going to look at, Johnny?
Is it a real-world physics-based puzzler with QuickTime events?
No, it would be the second most popular thing on the App Store, which is a tower defense game.
Naturally,
so this one is Defenders of Ardania.
Ardania?
Ardania?
Ardania? I would say Ardania personally, but it's your cake.
Yeah,
you eat it how you want.
tomato, whatever, potato.
Okay, well, let's jump straight in.
All right, so this is as I said, it's a tower defense game. There's lots of things you can do here. There is a campaign mode with 15 levels, and I quote as it says, increasing difficulty. There's a defend mode where it's basically like a horde where there's just waves of enemies coming at you and you have to try and get to the highest wave.
Cool.
And there's multiplayer, so you can compete against your lovely friends.
Righto.
Or bad friends. For the purposes of this demo, we're going to do a skirmish because it lets us get into the action nice and quick.
Perfect.
So we do a skirmish. We're going to play as the human race, but you can, of course, play as the undead race or the nature race if you like, plants a lot. Anyway, so the undead race, we're going to take a look on this first map called Unwelcome Guests.
Okay.
Save progress will be overwritten. That's fine. One of the nice things about this is the graphics, actually. They look quite nice.
Okay.
In a very kind of pseudo 3D sort of way. And there's lots of things you can do with this. It's standard tower defense stuff. You've got different units that you can kind of build to defend your tower. And the aim is to get from your tower over here.
Well, it does look nice.
It does look nice, doesn't it? To the enemy tower over there. And you can see they've launched some troops already. So our first job is to build some towers.
Okay. These towers are built very close together.
They are, but I mean, this is a short kind of demo sort of map. So here we've got loads of different choices. Let's start with a standard cannon. Goes there, tap again, build cannon. Then we've got archers we can build. Let's put archers there. And then let's build this one, which we're going to be able to do soon, hopefully.
So pretty standard fare, but it takes a slightly different approach. Question mark?
I don't think it takes a particularly different approach, but it is nice graphically.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the old Command & Conquer games. And you've got different units as well. So you've got these kind of sprinty ones that are scouts. They run very fast through. You've got these standard soldiers, which I've just unleashed upon the world. And you've got flying ones as well, which fly above, drop bombs on people.
Okay.
And you've got this one, who are tower breakers, and you send loads of those guys in to break your enemy's towers, which, as you can see, they've built here, which is lovely. And it's quite fun. I mean, there's lots to do. The multiplayer's nice as well. Nice little thing to have. But I mean, it's tower defense. There's plenty of these games on the App Store, but this is one of the nicer ones.
Yeah, it is not a bad one of those ones that are on the App Store.
There's a review quote if there ever was one. Let's move on then to the next game, which has filled me with so much hate and so much pain that it's infuriating, frankly.
Okay.
So this is Theme Park, which...
yes, I did see you cursing at this earlier on in the week.
Theme Park from EA. Now, Theme Park, as we know, was an excellent game on the PC by Bullfrog. Well, you built your own theme park with roller coasters, and you had to clear up people's sick and micromanage lots of different things. You had to put salt on the French fries. You had to get the level right. They were too salty. People would get, annoyed, and you had to get the right level of ice in the drinks and all that gubbins.
Sure.
In this, there is none of that.
Oh, good.
There is none of that. So here's my park, which I've already started.
Okay. It looks kind of like the game I remember.
It looks nice. It's all 3D-ified.
Yeah.
But essentially what I've got is a park. I've got rides. You tap on them to earn these flags, which level the rank of your park, and money, which you need to build stuff. Here I've got a French fry stand, which needs resupplying, so I tap on that. Done. It's all very simple. It's basically they've simplified the whole thing. There's none of that micromanagement stuff you remember from the actual game.
Okay.
Instead, you merely build rides, and they freemium-fied it. which is my new thing.
Okay.
Which is frankly disturbing and horrible, and they've ruined it.
Well, how exactly have they gone about doing this?
So, if you want to build a ride,
right,
you find an empty plot of land. Now, you don't, you could dig up land and do stuff like that before.
Sure.
Can't do that anymore. There are set plots that you have. So you tap on a plot. Now, say I want to build Satellite Simulator. I can only build it if I have 150 tickets.
Okay.
The problem is that tickets are very, very hard to come by in the game, and it basically wants you to buy tickets on the online store.
So you seem to have 4 tickets, is that right?
4 tickets.
You've got 4
right.
tickets.
It takes forever to earn tickets.
Okay.
Absolutely forever. Now, example number 2 is this roller coaster here.
Right.
Now, I built this. This is the one you get free when you start.
Mm-hmm.
If I had left it to build on its own, it would have taken 2 days. That's real world 2 days. I would have had to leave
48
that to build.
hours of gameplay.
Yes, of you just watching a timer. But you can use super tickets to speed up the process and have it built instantly.
I see.
But again, you have quite a limited amount, so you've got to buy them. It's just infuriating. The speed of the game is so slow. It's just... I can't fathom how much they've screwed this up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's Farmville meets theme park, but it's just ruined. I've got a hedge maze now. That took a day to build in real time.
I mean, it looks nice, but I can't. I mean, while I say it does look like the game I sort of remember, I can't really escape the feeling that EA have just dropped trow and started pissing in my face.
They have. And the other thing is, because of all that micromanagement is gone.
Yeah.
They've replaced it with this. So now there's like a little mini game for each of these rides.
Okay.
So now if I tap on this bouncy castle to make it bounce more, you'll see that I've got a little happy smiley face thing there. And if I tap on it and keep it green, they just throw money at my face.
There's something very, very disturbing about what I'm seeing right now.
So I know they're like, look at them go, look at them jump. And it applies to the spinning cups as well. You can spin it really fast, and they all. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's just. I mean, is that fun? No, it's not fun.
No,
it's just not fun. So
okay.
Basically, EA, you have basically taken a massive dump on my childhood and ruined theme park.
Thanks, EA.
Thanks, EA. Anyway, let's move on to Android. Oh, I should note, don't get theme park. It's free.
If you hadn't picked that up already.
It's free, but honestly, it'll cost more. Oh, do you know what? There's one other thing. I'm sorry. I've got to mention this.
You go.
I'm going to mention this. Right. Super tickets. You can get them for free, but by participating in certain activities in the real world. So, for instance, you could sign up to Love Film and earn 110 super tickets.
Oh.
Or you could, watch. Earlier, I watched a trailer for a Lynx ad that got me a super ticket.
Blimey.
It's just.
That's mercenary
anyway,
right there, isn't it?
Don't get theme park. For the love of God, don't get theme park.
Okay, and now over on Android is a game that may look familiar to some of you. It feels kind of like an old classic. It's World of Goo.
Yeah.
It finally arrived on Android, and here it is. For those of you that kind of aren't aware, let's start off on the very first level.
Going
Why
up.
not?
As easy as goo pie.
It is easy as goo pie. So you've got these little goo blobs, and you've got to drag them out and build your own little towers and get to the pipe. Because if there's one thing I've learnt about goo in my 20-something years, it's that it loves pipes.
It does. So I mean, it's your standard physics puzzle sort of jobby.
Yep.
That thing there. If you do a hard level next, maybe we can show off some of the. Look, it's wibbling a bit there.
Yeah.
But there are levels where you kind of have to go across big chasms and you have to kind of balance the thing, otherwise it will topple over.
Yeah, there is quite an element of kind of strategy to it in how you sort of build your stuff up. Let's pick, I don't know, let's say this level, whatever it is.
Fisty's Bog.
Fisty's Bog. I had a real nightmare of a time with this one earlier.
I mean, I always have a nightmare with Fisty, so... Let's move on to.
You've got this chasm. You've got spikes on the top, spikes on the bottom, and you've got the goo here. So let's grab some of that. Start building, and almost immediately. Oh no, sagging to the bottom. But we have balloons. But you can't go too high.
Otherwise,
and you can't go too. Oh dear, can't go too low either. And it's a nightmare. But it's fun. I mean, the game itself in its execution is
World of Goo is an absolute classic. It's a brilliant game that works incredibly well, works brilliantly on a touchscreen, as we've seen on the iOS versions. And you can get this game anywhere now. There's the original PC version, the Wii versions, which are great, and it's just an excellent game, and an indie game as well. You know?
Viva Indie Games. It really is like we don't even need to sell this one. We're just playing it to fill time, really. So just go buy it.
Oh, you've just screwed that up. You screwed that up. Yeah.
Really?
Okay. Android. It's out now. Go get it.
Oh, go get it. And subscribe to the show on iTunes and YouTube.
Leave us comments.
We like comments.
Yes, we do.
Especially ones about our glasses. Those are nice.
Leave us feedback, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Damn. Bye.